All right, good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are in internet world. Welcome to another edition of Golden Independence. We're here live in Bermuda, and we're going to talk about Bitcoin today and why it's important to get involved with Bitcoin, study Bitcoin, acquire Bitcoin, store Bitcoin for the benefit of your family. Bitcoin is the only asset, period, which is creating a store of value for people in this world that we're living in beyond, beyond, beyond what they could have possibly imagined. If any one of you have ever heard of Grant Cardone, right? Grant Cardone. He doesn't go by Grant anymore. He's changed his name to Gary. Okay. But pre-COVID, it was Grant Cardone, and he was big on real estate, right? He made his money, you know, selling real estate, flipping property. And he had this whole thing of, live where you rent, or live rent free. So you buy, buying a property like a multiple complex, and you live in one of the apartments or complexes, and you rent out everything else. Live where you rent, and that's one way of how you could build wealth, right? Because people are paying your rent, and you have passive income, passive, right? Supplementary income even, yeah. And Grant Cardone is a multi-millionaire. And with all of that wealth, Gary, Grant Cardone, who's now known as Gary, has said that Bitcoin saved his life. Bitcoin is the one that saved his life. Not cash, not gold, not silver. Why am I saying these things? Right? When someone, or when you have people, not someone, because it's multiple people, right? It doesn't matter whether it's a Grant Cardone, Gary Grant, or Gary, whether it's a Michael Saylor, whether it's Larry Fink. It doesn't matter, right? Look at that. Oh, look, that's wonderful. Look at nature. Post it up. Yeah. It doesn't matter, because when you're at those levels, you're at the top, right? When you're at those levels. And then when you realize, and then here comes Bitcoin, and then you realize that, hey, there's something even greater, right, than being a millionaire, something greater than being a billionaire, right? And that's what Bitcoin is proving to the people at the top. Listen, look, all you got to do is, I'm not going to go into heavy detail about it, right? Because all the information is out there. You could Google these names who I'm talking about. That's my way of giving you the cheat codes. This is why I'm talking about Michael Saylor. So you could put that in your YouTube engine, or your Google engine, or your Bing engine. So do your research. When I say Larry Fink, when I'm saying things like BlackRock, right? I don't have to know it all. I don't have to know it all. I know enough that hey, that something is definitely changing when governments are are seizing Bitcoin to sell for so that they can get the cash, or they're selling Bitcoin to get cash so that they could pay their debts for now. Or how about countries who are using it just as a store of value. Ladies and gentlemen, you also need to have a look at Mbridge, because Mbridge is a payment system that has been created by the BRICS nations. And when these countries start to utilize the Mbridge system, and if you don't know about Mbridge, I'm just going to give you the cliff notes. Mbridge is a payment system that's built on Ethereum. And it enables, what it does, it enables countries to bypass the SWIFT mechanism of converting their local currencies into another nation's currency. Yeah. For example, if India wants oil from Russia, right? They could, in order to do that, they would have to convert their rupees into the US dollar, right? First. And then Russia, and then the US dollar gets converted into the Russian ruble, so that Russia has rubles. But if they're doing direct payments, right? If you're doing direct payments, where else can Russia get the rubles? Or like, where can they spend those rupees? So however, if we have, the system that they have now, courtesy of the Shanghai Gold Exchange, they also have a system whereby you can use their exchange, where you can use their currency, right? Whatever currency you have, and you could use it to get gold through the Shanghai Exchange. That's one payment method that's currently operational. However, with the Mbridge system, right? The Mbridge system, countries will be able to convert, right, or do business without the US system, and they could send the value, right? They could send the value through the Mbridge system. It's that easy. And I could be mistaken, because I don't know it all. I don't know it all. It's quite possible that they could use some Tether, because I'm hearing that that's what Russia's doing. Russia is using Tether, so they're converting their rubles into Tether and doing business, conducting trade. And this is where I feel that, you heard the United States talking about Tether, banning Tether this way, that way. However, Tether is something that it's too big to fail now, because Tether isn't just on one platform, or isn't just used by one project. Tether is, you have the Binance Tether, right? You have Polygon Tether. You have the Tether with Tron. What's next? You could get Tether a soul town, Solana, a tether, and all of this is going to be on, uh, on the basis of cheap cheap fees, because it's my understanding that Solana, that the fees for Solana are very cheap to move value. So I feel that the crypto market or the digital asset space, Bitcoin is the store of value. Yes, all the other tokens, they're fighting for something else because they're not gonna beat Bitcoin. You know, you may win a season or two in terms of exponential growth. There's going to be plenty of opportunity to get exponential growth, build wealth over time, right? With you may win in one or two projects. However, over the long term, they're not going to outperform Bitcoin because Bitcoin is the first, and it has the most market share, and it's being recognized by governments now and being talked about. They're contemplating holding it, being in the world reserve basket. This should be extremely alarming, bell ringing. But hey, people are caught up with Netflix and everything else. Okay, fine. I really hope that people wake up and realize that this is your chance for freedom and to be autonomous and to be truly sovereign is to have Bitcoin or Satoshis, because now it's about Satoshis. So if you have Satoshis and getting as many Satoshis as possible, you're doing your family a service. You're doing your community a service, and you're doing wherever you are, wherever you go, you will be doing them a service because you will be one of those people who have Satoshis, right? And with BitHarvest will be a catalyst for people to be in legendary status, short order. That's what BitHarvest is about. You want to know more about BitHarvest? Check out bitharvest.io, or you could click on the link in the description box below. Check it out. If you know what you're doing, great. If you don't, you could shoot me an email. Yep, you could shoot me an email, and I'll help to position you in the space, because it is a set it and forget it. $100 to acquire one time, $100, and you can set it and forget it. And in 4 years, you will be in position to be a Satoshi millionaire after 4 years. And it's just facts, it's just numbers. $100, and then 4 years later, what if you spent $100 on Bitcoin in 2012 and just held on? Because it's 2024 now. Consider that. Or even if you look at it from that standpoint, from a decade. So definitely, if we look at it from $100 right now, and we look at another decade, just 100, and you set and forget it. Boop. 10 years later, you're in a whole new stratosphere, huh? And 10 years is going to be real quick with all of with everything that's happening now with AI. It seems like AI has sped up crypto. Like, if you thought the digital asset space was moved fast, uh, you know, then the AI component has just that shoots it up into that's like a steroid. You know, that's putting the situation into a whole next level of speed and opportunity like speed. And AI is about making things more efficient. So it's her, ladies and gentlemen. We need to be wary. We need to stay vigilant, and we need to upgrade our skills so that we can thrive in this space. So BitHarvest is a great foundation. Congratulations to those who have positioned themselves, and I'll see you on the other side. Brrrr, up. Stay cryptic. Peace.